one of my favorite drinks, and it takes a little bit of spice rum, which I think you guys are gonna like this. A little bit. And a little bit of triple sec. That's a little bit. And a lot of pineapple juice. Okay. Now I gotta put more in there. Alright. Now guys, if you don't like it, just keep drinking it. That's what you have to do.
No problem.
Does it taste better as you drink it? Again and
Yeah,
again?
after the first one, you can have any.
Oh,
You'll
well,
be
I gotta
dancing
go
on
out.
the table, you'll be, all that good stuff. So I'm gonna go bring those over so you can start the show there, Killer.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's a great weather day today. It's beautiful.
Absolutely gorgeous.
And I have plans tonight, so I'm rushing out here tonight to go be with a special friend. And I have two great guests today. I have Phil.
Nice to see you.
How are you? I think we're getting too friendly. I see
I
you a
know.
lot lately.
I see you every weekend just about.
I know. Don't tell my daughter that.
Uh-oh.
And we have a lovely, lovely lady here, Celine.
Hello, how are you?
We're gonna
Thank
talk
you so
about-
much for having me.
I
I'm
love
so
your
excited
orange,
to be here. Oh, thank
your
you.
lipstick, your hair, your outfit, fabulous. You look terrific.
I thought I would get into the fall season, pumpkins.
And I see that you went from goodies, and Greg is going to be hugging you because Greg loves goodies.
Well, I never do come empty-handed, honestly.
I know. I want to say thank you to Patricia, Belisa, not Patricia.
What's the matter with that one? I gotta fix it when I get over
Yeah,
there.
Politra.
Politra.
Patricia.
Oh, you're
Nah.
rough.
I gotta fix this. I'm coming over. I'm coming over.
Greg, we need you over here. We
I'm
got technical
telling you.
difficulties already.
Hi,
Look,
Greg.
look, scrub that
There
blood
it
the
is
ground.
now.
Oh my
Love, love.
goodness, this looks awesome. Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Take my time.
Okay.
That's right.
She is a neighbor of Patricia,
Yes.
Oh, really?
and she's a very popular
Okay, I
lady.
got it. Oh, okay, face that.
And I met her over, about 2 years ago,
Yes, you did.
at one of those big parties that Patricia always hosts. And she's on a vacation this weekend,
That's what you do with your mic here.
and she's going to Vermont, and to her and Randy. Have a nice vacation.
Here's to you, Patricia.
Patricia,
Patricia.
Melissa. Woo.
Love you, love you, love you. Is it too strong?
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Good.
Oh my goodness.
You gotta
Goodness,
lower
it's
yours.
perfect.
That's good.
We lower
Wow.
you. Yeah, super.
Very good.
And you know, I don't
How
really
you
drink
know?
drinks like this, but this
Hello.
one's good.
Okay, you good? You know?
No.
Yes.
It's better now.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So where's my hug?
Oh, hi.
Oh.
Hugs.
Hug, hugs. We have to be 6 feet apart. You know that already.
Yeah.
6 feet.
Phil, you're
He's
way
the only
far
one.
away.
Way over
Okay.
there.
Anyway, I have to do my,
Yes.
what happened here? Just a second. There we go.
We're having difficulties
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Yes, you're
It's
you're-
Phil's
now,
fault.
now you're in and
It's
out.
all my fault.
It's Phil's fault.
Phil,
That's
get
it.
better on. So this is your fault.
That's it.
Well, I got a nice delivery today. I got a beautiful new rug.
You got what?
From
Oh,
Wayfair?
did you?
Wayfair?
Oh, yeah, that's right. You did that one.
A place called Rugs R Us.
Oh. I
And
didn't
let
know
me
that.
tell you, 3 days, gorgeous, came right on time. So thank you, Jerry, for my rug.
Jerry, I love you, Jerry.
I'm glad you had a nice day.
I did.
I'm on vacation and I'm tearing out an apartment in my house and redoing it.
Well, I did that for the last 5 weeks, so now my place looks great. I'm so happy.
That's
Nothing
all.
like,
Place is gorgeous. What are you
fixing
talking
your
about?
place when you
No,
had a
oh,
flood.
no.
So,
Oh, you had a
I did, yeah.
Oh,
But
I'm
it's
sorry
okay.
to hear that.
So now, where do you live? Smithtown?
So no, I'm currently in Comac, originally from Dix Hills.
Oh, I'm in Comac.
Oh, really? Are we neighbors?
Where are you?
He wants to be.
Comac Country Woods, off Indian Head Road, Comac Country
Okay.
Woods.
Yeah, I'm off Kings Park Road.
Oh my gosh, we are
Your
like
neighbors
Very
are
close, yeah.
we are like you're right around the block from me.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you'll have to
You know how
come
far
you'll
away
have to
that
come
is?
over for cheese Danish in the morning.
You know how far away that
You
is?
got an invitation
He,
for
he,
breakfast.
he thinks we live in the country.
It's true.
Yeah.
I need a visa. I need to apply for a visa card to go over
Oh,
there.
we live. It's beautiful.
He goes, I gotta go all the way out there. I said, how far do you think it is?
It's not that bad. It's just, that's how he is.
We
No,
love
but
it.
it is,
We
it
love
is,
it
it
there.
is a little bit on the far
So
side.
you live in Comac.
So I live in Coleman.
And
yeah,
you have this great organization, your cooking school.
Yes, I film in my kitchen. I have a partner, Linnea. She's in show business, and she knows how to do all the camera work and everything, and she kind of promotes the YouTube show that we have. It's called The Recipe Therapist.
I love that. How'd you come up with the recipe therapist?
Well, the kitchen for me has always been a source of kind of like very therapeutic, you
Right.
know? And it's a place where I can create and share. And I thought, for so many years I've been creating and cooking different kinds of meals. I thought, I'd love to help people in the kitchen at this point, because so many people have asked me for recipes, how to do tablescapes, things like that, anything in relation to the kitchen. And I thought, I can call myself a recipe therapist,
I think it's a good tagline.
Yeah, thanks.
I like it. I like things that are kooky.
Yeah, a little
Okay,
bit.
there we go.
And that's a little kooky, but it's a good kooky.
I know, but you know what? It works. People like it.
Okay, so you've been doing it, what, for 2 years?
Almost 2 years, actually this month. And we have been on a couple of different streaming networks. I'm on other platforms as well. We're currently working on a cookbook.
The cookbook.
Cookbook, yeah.
Yeah, I see you brought in an old cookbook, the American Girl Cookbook.
Yes, so look at this. Does this look like an American Girl cookbook from today?
Not at all.
Really, okay? Look at that hairstyle, right?
Yeah.
Well, that hairstyle's coming back without the bangs.
I know.
That's true, that's
And like
true.
this, she's cooking like a souffle.
But look at her top. Those kinds of
That's like from the
flashy
70s.
So you're wearing
yeah.
a top
Look what
like
you're
that.
wearing,
A
very
top
similar.
like
Something
that,
like
yeah.
that.
Similar.
So I'll tell you a little bit about this cookbook. So when I was 8 years old, we did a field trip to the Dix Hills Community Library, because again, I'm from Dix Hills. And my teacher told me, boys and girls, go out and get storybooks. We want you to get storybooks today, and bring them back, and we're going to read them and like write a little something about them. Not me though. I said storybook. I was walking down the aisles. I went down the cookbook section. I said, I want this book. And I took this book out. Nobody saw it. I went back to the school. My teacher was like, what did you take out? I'm like, I want to go home and make some of the recipes from this book. And this book is from, look at it, I never returned it. The return date was April 5th, 1976.
1976.
Oh my
They're
God.
going to charge you interest on all those.
I could probably get in trouble for this, right? But yeah, so I started making popcorn balls and different kinds of muffins. I told my mom, I want to go through this book and like cook so many things, and I just couldn't part with it, so I still have it. So it just goes to, show me that I took an interest in cooking at a very young age.
You did, and obviously your family, from what I could read on your bio, it's like your family's passed through generations of restaurants, catering, festival food trucks.
Food trucks, yep. We started out, my father and his father, we were street peddlers in the Italian street fairs in the city. Started out selling cheap beans and nuts and stuff, and then my father took over and built sausage and pepper trucks. So me and my brothers and sisters would have to go to work as children, every summer.
Help out, right?
Yeah, and we sold, sausage and peppers, and we also had a pizza bus at one point.
A pizza bus.
Pizza bus,
That's
that's
old
good.
A
fashioned.
pizza, but
Yeah.
A pizza bus, yeah. And we did all the 5 boroughs. We did the San Gennaro Feast. We did Our Lady of Mount Carmel in Williamsburg, Brooklyn.
That's the big ones.
That's
yeah.
a big one, And then after like so many years of doing it, we were like, Dad, we're tired of traveling around all these boroughs. Like, let's open up like a restaurant, one-stop shop. So we opened up Felico's back in 1989. It's in Farmingdale on Allen Boulevard. It's an Italian eatery, big catering facility. It didn't start out that way, but after 30 years, it's become that way. And I started cooking there. Me and my brother, my father. My brother was in the front of the house. I was in the back of the house cooking. And my father was overseeing everything. And now we have like, I think we have over 40 employees now. And
Wow.
we cater from Montauk to Manhattan. We have several food trucks that we use on catering jobs. And I'm doing a YouTube cooking show. and it's all good.
So you gotta wait. What's your specialty?
Yeah, I see you brought
So,
something.
so my, I am Italian, 100% Italian. So I do feature some Italian on my show because I gotta share, the lasagna.
Of course.
Some meat sauce. But I don't limit myself to cooking. I cook everything. I bake. I make.
Now, are you more of a baker or?
I do. I'm just as good at both.
Are you?
Yeah, I have to say, Rachel, she'll tell you.
Perfect. There we go.
She'll tell you, I don't bake, I cook.
Right.
Me, I'll tell you, I bake and I cook.
So you're an
I'm
everything girl.
Everything.
That's
I
a
love it
beautiful
all.
thing.
That's great.
Yeah.
So what did you bake today? I see you brought us.
So today, and this is, you can find this on my YouTube channel, it's a raspberry cheese Danish, okay? It's like a croissant dough stuffed
Oh.
with a
Now, you know I don't share. I don't share.
creamy
I'm
cheese.
joking.
There's some almond extract in there, some vanilla extract, and I put some raspberry jam.
That's my favorite restaurant.
And there's some cinnamon, sugar, and butter on top, and you bake it in the oven, and it's so outrageous.
That's a nice breakfast treat.
It's
Nice.
great for
Dinner,
breakfast or
dessert.
as a
Now,
dessert.
being Italian and cooking and this and that, are you familiar with always Christmas time? My aunt's grandmother, this and that, the meat pie
Yes.
around Christmas time.
That's a big
Yeah,
one.
that's a
I mean,
big
I wasn't into it. My brother, who's watching right now, he totally into it.
Yes,
And
the
oh
meat
yeah,
pie.
that was a big thing. The meat pie,
The meat
had to
pie,
have it every
the
Christmas.
the rice pie,
And the spaghetti pie, right?
the spaghetti pie. In fact, I'm going to be filming Patricia's macaroni pie next week with
You
the
are?
salami and the fresh
She's
mozzarella.
such a great cook too.
Yes,
She's-
yes, and I'm gonna do that in honor of her Aunt Millie. Aunt Millie's
Yes.
recipe.
Right, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of
Everybody has
history.
an Aunt Millie.
right?
There's a lot of history. There's really a lot of history.
And I have my mom's Italian sausage pie, which has fresh mozzarella and fresh sweet Italian sausage and herbs, and oh my gosh, it's so good.
I'm at the point now I need like 10-minute recipes. That's it.
Yeah.
It's like I need something quick, Like,
Yeah, well, that's such a,
Yeah.
You know,
as you get older.
it's really funny talking about. I love to cook. I just never have the
Time,
time.
right.
That's what
Yeah.
it is. I love to, especially with the kids. It's the best thing in the world. Especially
really
when the kids
is.
are learning. You know what I mean? So you're doing everything, especially with the COVID.
With the
I
COVID, we
was-
did
I
a
was
lot of
baking,
quarantine
I was making
cooking.
bread. I learned how to do all time. I created my own kind of bread.
Yeah, stuff from
It's funny.
scratch.
You know, my mother always used to say, God rest her soul, there's really no mistakes in the kitchen, really, because even if you do make a mistake, you can kind of correct it, except if you burn it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's really a mistake you just really can't fix. But yeah, my mom, I mean, this woman,
Well, it brings the family together. Like,
It does.
if you notice when you go to a party, where is everybody congregating? In the
In the
kitchen.
Kitchen,
Yeah.
especially in a home party. Yes.
So I thought, I wanted to connect with you out there through my kitchen, and we have all these great resources today, like YouTube and social media, so like we can connect through the kitchen.
And you'll be surprised
And
how
no
many,
one-
right? You have a lot of fans.
A lot of fans, and people really love, the help in the kitchen. They love even to just watch. They find it enjoyable just to watch how things are created, different dishes.
I'm sure that you're also becoming like a sign for other people. Say, I could do that.
Yes,
I love
and
to cook. Maybe I could do that.
absolutely.
What?
People would think
Not
that.
me. No, not me. I couldn't do that.
please, I think said I love to cook.
No,
And then all
I
she
said-
tells me, she goes, Greg, your chocolate milk is in the fridge.
Yeah, no, I
She
don't.
tells me.
I
As soon as
used
I come
to
home,
cook.
she has 20, I love chocolate milk.
Yeah,
So as soon as I go over, when I go to an apartment, I'm like, come on, let's go. And she goes, oh, by the way, I have more chocolate milk for you.
That's what I buy.
She buys it until she buys it. Yeah.
No, but I'm saying people that want to cook, that love to cook, will watch you and say, you know what, maybe I could try that.
They do. They say, you make it look so easy, and you take us step by step, which is, I'm a visual learner. That's why I love to do
Hands-on.
videos. I mean, you could take a recipe in this book and do it, but you know what? If I showed you how to do it in front of you, you would take in so much more. So people like that, and I really do take a little extra time to, explain and the techniques and
Yeah, but
the
you know what,
ingredients and
though?
stuff.
Even though no matter what, who's the cook's the lead.
I know, I never use it. I don't know why I don't.
Oh, that's a pet peeve. Oh yeah. Oh,
I
I
know.
know.
I
Yeah.
know.
I learned that right away.
It's that
What did you
OCD.
say? No matter what? No matter what, we have to use our
That's
coasters.
right. what I was saying was, even though you could show me how to make something,
Yeah,
even if you write it down, it's never gonna come out the same.
Right.
because
You
you
know-
don't have my hands.
Yeah.
Whoa.
No, it's true though. I mean,
She's got magic hands.
No, I mean,
But
And you know what? Also, people try when you say, half a teaspoon of this. I learned that, like my grandmother and stuff like that, when they had recipes, they would say half a, but it was never. It was like they just grabbed and threw it in.
Yes,
you know,
yeah.
it's like
You know, and that
my mom
wasn't.
does
people
it.
are leveling it off.
Right, right,
and,
yeah.
you know.
You know, that-
My mother never did that. My mother just
That's
took it out,
true.
she puts it in there, but I gotta
Yeah.
tell you,
A pinch of this, a
right,
pinch
and
of
it always came out the same.
Well, do you measure a lot or do you just
So here's
shake?
the thing. When my partner first approached me with this, I said, Linnea, I don't measure. I'm a pinch of this, a pinch of that. She says, but if you're gonna share
You got
with
it.
your audience, you have to give them a precise recipe.
Yes.
So I had to learn to
Right.
break it down. But you know what? It's really good because I just go right to my YouTube channel and I have all my recipes
Do you
all
really?
broken down.
Great.
But
It's
that's
like my
great,
own
though.
personal cookbook, you know?
Well,
Now,
you're
how
writing
do
a
you go-
cookbook.
how do you
She's
go-
writing a cookbook.
Oh, you writing?
Yeah.
Well, you know what I gotta tell you? Come to think about it. I was going through some of my mother's personal belongings, and she had so many things. And my mother, I found a book. You know, like the marble books, like
Yeah.
at school.
Yes.
And my mother wrote like recipes and recipes and about everything and everything. And I just thought about that. And I said, you know, maybe I should.
Your mother's
Yeah,
writing a cookbook.
my mom, yeah.
Yeah, you could, you know, I don't know, record yourself cooking them.
Yeah, I mean, you know what it is? I mean, I could never cook like my mom. My mom, she was just, she really was. She was a fabulous cook and a
She was a
baker.
great lady.
And she was a piece of work. I always say, Mom was no joke.
Yeah.
She was the real thing.
You know, yeah, she really, really was.
And I didn't know all those years she lived in my town. I probably knew
That's
his
it.
mom.
Yeah, you did. I'm telling you.
I know, I
She had a
know.
skincare salon, and it was called Jolie
Oh.
Skincare, and it was in that floor park, right
Yeah,
across from
do
Butter
remember
Cookie.
Jolie.
Right across from Butter Cookie, and
Yeah.
you wouldn't know what that is because you're
I
older.
know
No, I'm out in the
exactly.
country.
You're in the country, right? You went
Well,
to
wait.
college.
I did come from Queens, though, so you know I'm not that.
So we call like where you live. I even call it, but I'm out there a lot. The boonies.
It is
The
the
boonies, yeah.
All right, wait a
I call it the
second.
boonies.
Okay, wait a second. Wait. You live where now? I'm sorry.
Comac.
It's not even that far.
All right.
Comac
So,
is
so
nothing.
where do you both live?
I live here.
Over here?
I live down a block, West End, right here. Now, listen, I can
you
walk.
guys are like in the city over here.
Yeah, well, see, well, we don't consider it
Listen, look.
a city.
All I know is I want to be able to.
Concrete.
Listen, I want to be able to open up my window and see my neighbor.
Okay.
And
I
you
feel
can't
comfortable.
hear.
Listen, and you know what? And I gotta tell you, especially while in Brooklyn, living in.
I don't know. Some
See,
of
I don't know.
us, some of us
I-
might not want to
no,
see some
no.
of our
Yeah,
neighbors.
yeah,
Let us
that's
know.
true.
Listen, I love my neighbors. I didn't say
Nah,
that.
love that
No.
neighbor, love that
My
neighbor.
neighbors are like, listen, what are you talking about? Which side are you talking about? No. I used to remember, well, growing up, especially when you're in Manhattan, Brooklyn, and all that stuff, we had the railroad apartments. And I don't know if you know what that is. A railroad
Yeah.
apartment, it's a long, for instance, it's say from here, no, it's from here, and it goes all the way down at the end here, and it's like one long room. And what happens is the last room is the master bedroom, and then it has a partial wall, and then a kitchen. So you had your kitchen where you cook, like a little dining area, a little living room, and that was like a 2-bedroom. So, but the master bedroom was the parents, and we had the double bunk beds. So it was just a railroad. That's what they call a railroad apartment. So, and there used to be 6 of them, and of course everybody yells out of the window and stuff like that to come inside.
Yeah.
Come
I
in
guess
and
that's
stuff.
kind of,
Anthony,
But
coming
yeah,
in.
and you know, and I gotta
Breakfast
and I gotta tell you
going.
something. You know what?
Spring
Like,
spaghetti day.
listen, I gotta tell you, we had.
You know what?
I don't know how you did it. I don't know how they did it, but we had parties there, and I swear to you, in an apartment that probably
Oh,
fit
yeah.
20. You had like 100 people in there.
I don't know
and it
how we
was
fit
fun.
everybody on the
And it was
holidays.
fun.
Yeah.
It was
It's
fun.
like, you know what? You never felt
listen,
alone. Like,
but yeah,
there was
but you
always
think about
life
it.
around
So
you.
now,
Yeah.
now you come out here. Okay, so I transitioned from going city to city. This to me, this is the movies, right? So all of a sudden you turn around and you go to somebody's house. The first thing you have to do, you have to take off your shoes. You have to do this, blah blah blah. And I'm like, listen, I have carpet. I'm not too keen about your funky feet taking your shoes off, walking on my carpet. Where people think it's okay, but I don't like that.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
but some people
Yeah.
like that, you know. But then my friend, what he does is he has like the disposable slippers.
Oh, the
So,
booties.
Disposable?
The booties, yeah.
So you wear it once, whatever you wear, and I'm like, look at what, you know.
Oh, you see, other people have
it's
other
changed.
ideas about that. They don't want you walking on your carpet with all the schmutz and everything. You just walk
No,
along the
listen,
street.
I understand. Listen, I understand 100%.
I'm not even like that.
No,
I'm
you know
like,
what?
no,
Just
leave
walk
your
in.
shoes
Yeah,
on.
I mean,
I'm not like that.
and you know what? Then why? And one of my friends has a beautiful carpet. I think he paid like $4,000 for. But I said, It's a beige carpet, like, and you got kids.
Yeah.
And
Like,
I'm
what
like,
are you doing?
you're out of your mind. You know, yelling at the kids if the door comes in, and I'm like, well, why would you do that, you know?
Yeah.
And then you make other people feel uncomfortable.
No, it's true. It's
But
true.
before I start today, we forgot today is National Fire Pup Day. Now,
So, what is that?
Fire Pup Day,
It's a doggy, the fireman's dogs, right? The ones that look like those big.
No.
Is it pump or pup?
yeah, it's a pup. So I'm
P.E..
thinking, but those dogs are the Dalmatians.
Right.
the
Yes,
fire dog.
that's what I'm
But
thinking.
they're not called a pup. I'm thinking like a fire hydrant, including
Oh, maybe it's
I don't
a
know,
pump.
a fire pup or whatever.
Maybe it's pumpkin.
A National Hair Day.
National
Yeah,
Hair Day.
Yeah, I did our hair together.
Happy
So
Hair
we're the
Day.
same.
Today was a
Okay.
good hair day.
And
Yes.
shout out to Rosa.
Is my barber watching?
Yes.
And I have to just give a couple of quick shout outs. Rosemary, how are you, sweetheart? My son John Gregory's watching. Kool-Aid, how are you? Aloha, all the way from Hawaii. Gregory Versa, that name alone, the guy is phenomenal.
That's my bro.
That's right. That's why he's got a great
Out in
name.
Las Vegas.
That's it. So there you
Hey,
go. Heidi, how are you? I'm waiting for my crab legs, Heidi. All right? I'm waiting for my crab legs. And then we have Leslie, we have Eddie, Susan. Susan Pinckney's always watching. We love you, Susan.
Yes, she's
And
still.
then, what is it? We have Lori, we have Mona. Hi, Selena, you're doing great. You're so talented, she said.
See that? You're getting
Yeah,
messages.
that's it.
I love
Yeah.
you all.
All
Mwah.
right, Edward says hello. Hi, Celine. Heather, how are you,
Hi,
Heather?
hi, guys.
Heather, also congratulations. First, I have to congratulate to the governor, Brenda Lee, which is my first Kiwanis wife. Congratulations for today's the first day taking office as governor. Kiwanis, and I'm taking my first day as
Congrats, honey.
lieutenant governor. So, and Heather, also congratulations.
Asado.
And Kelly and everybody, cheers. This we have to drink too. Can I
Hey,
drink it?
hey.
Some-
Cheers.
To
some-
the governor.
To all the governors.
Lieutenant governor, that's it.
Woohoo!
All right. And then Saba, how are you? Saba, you're fired. I haven't seen you in a while. And then Joy, and I know I'm missing other people because we have quite a few, and I did a boo-boo again with the phone, but it's all good. Anyway, now Phil, I got to tell you, Phil has been with me since the beginning. And he used to get mad at me because I would say, look, Phil is a very, very talented man. And just because he
Right.
looks like this, don't think he's not talented.
He
No,
is.
no, no.
I'm teasing.
Sweetheart.
No, I gotta tell you,
Daughters,
let me
too.
tell you something, yeah, I gotta tell you, the guy has done everything under the sun. And I am, like I always say, I am the easiest person to work for or to be with. I mean, shit, I'm laughing. I'm even having tried to say this.
Is that right? Is that right?
It's always interesting, let me say.
never,
It's always
you know what?
interesting.
It's never a dull moment.
Everybody says
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it's never a dull moment, and I gotta tell you, Phil,
No.
he's been with me from the beginning. He's helped me an awful lot. Besides, he books all the bands for me, and really, and like I said, maybe a couple times I might have got a little upset throughout the whole year or whatever. But other than that, I can't thank him enough. He does everything. There's nothing the guy can't do. And he used to hate that. The first thing he says to me, I remember, I think it was the first time I introduced him onto the show. He goes, "You make me sound like a janitor." And I'm like, dude, listen to me. The guy can put up lights, build walls, do everything. He really can.
Everybody wants a Phil.
So really, everybody wants a Phil. That's right. You know, and Phil's available. So I mean, you know, I'm joking, Christina. I'm joking. I know I'm gonna get it for this one.
No, before you leave, you know what I'm saying? Give me
Cut that part out real quick, all right? I didn't say that.
She even has a house.
I have a big house and I need some help.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
That's funny. No.
But
Oh, you're a
Phil does everything, and then I have to thank him enough for lasting this long with me.
Oh,
Because
loyalty.
Not at all, not at
You know
all.
what it is? You know what it is? Because I always have 50,000 things going on, and I always tell everyone. I mean, I don't yell or whatever it is. You can tell I just get very excited.
He's passionate.
And so
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. But what ended up happening was a few times, just when I have so many things going on, when somebody, can you make any more noise over there, killer? Not that anybody's paying attention to you. Love you. Semper Fi. No, I'm teasing. A very dear friend over there. What's the matter? Yeah? Your mic's off there. You probably hit it on the. Did you click it? Is it up test?
Check.
Is she back on?
Check.
There you go. There you go. Voila, she's in. Okay, look at this. Look at you already.
Well, you know,
You touched. What'd you say?
She's singing in a band. She's gonna sing.
Oh, you gonna sing? Is it? The mic just moved on.
No, we're gonna have a sing.
Yeah.
Yes, you are. Trust me.
She dances. Get talk. Which one? Is that technical? Hold on. Worst comes to worst. Let's have an emergency thing. Hold on.
Check.
There you go.
There you are.
Voila. I you know what? I think it's you probably hitting the connection on it. Just, yeah. Yeah, there you go. Okay, now just pop that right off and just leave it in the front. Just leave it like that. There you go.
Check.
Yeah, there we go. Voila.
I don't
Is
know.
that it?
Hello. Oh, there we go.
We're all
We're
back.
good.
Okay.
We're all back.
Everybody's back. Peter, Carol, wow, we got a whole bunch of Peter. Oh, Paulie, you know you're fired. Paulie Puccio, definitely fired. All right. Oh, you're in what is it? Today we're having a roll. We're on a roll today. Isn't it? It's not?
Okay, shut up.
It's got to be
Go
something.
ahead,
Wait,
then.
yours is? Your mic there, hold on. I have it set up that when you talk too much, it shuts off. Yeah.
It's not, nothing's coming out.
This mind never stops. Okay, is it, wait, did you turn that off?
No.
Okay. I don't know, you know, while you're doing this, you know, we're having a little technical, hold on, let's just see it.
Yeah, we're having some
Hold on.
we're having some technical.
Test. Use this one right now, just pop that off.
Hello.
There we go, so just take that right off, you're good.
Oh, now I
There we go.
feel so at home.
Well, you're
with
gonna
this.
use that later anyway when you sing.
That's right, you get, that's it, look at her, look at her, look at her.
You look like you're really comfortable with that microphone.
Oh yeah, baby. Oh
She's
yeah.
great with her hands.
Did that, been there, done that.
I'm talking about cooking for crying out loud.
I'm the
Where do you
singing.
go with this?
I'm the
Like, you
singing
just-
coach.
So give us a little tune, like
I know my voice is.
something like that.
Well, I did study with Mariah Carey's mom. She was my voice coach.
Where's my other part?
Yeah, she was my voice coach for 5 years,
Okay, so let's hear it.
and she got me my first job. Oh my gosh, I'm breaking this. I did a showcase with her, and she got me into a band called Creation. It was a wedding band, and I used to do like nightclubs and weddings at first, top 40 stuff,
Yeah.
the old
I used
standards,
to dance too.
dance, yeah.
Oh, so you
It was
dance.
a
And
real
then,
number.
and then after that, I got involved in a couple of like top 40 like bands where we sang, back, it was in the 90s, so a lot of the female artists were out back then, like Alanis Morissette and Sheryl Crow
Right.
and Melissa Etheridge, the Cranberries, like there was so many wonderful like female, top 40
Right.
alternative artists, and I just enjoyed singing all that stuff.
I
It was a lot of
sat
fun.
on the plane. I'm in the plane, and I get upgraded, whatever it is. I use my points, whatever. And so I'm sitting next to a woman, and she's kind of snoring a little bit, and she weighed about like 3 pounds, soaking wet. And I turned around and I said to this in-flight crew, you can't call them stewards or
Right, yeah.
whatever. And I pretty much know because I was going back and forth to California. And all of a sudden, she's snoring and really, really loud. And I'm like, damn, I said, and I know I snore, but I won't sleep on a plane, And then, so I said to the woman, I said, can you kind of like change? And she goes, you should be lucky you're sitting next to this woman right here. I said, I don't care if she was Jesus Christ and the female thing. And all of a sudden it was Joan Jett.
Oh,
Joan
God.
Jett,
Yeah.
love Joan
And I
Jett.
didn't know who, I know
Yeah.
who Joan Jett is. Then I turned around and I said, it's all right, you can snore. And when I do, I swear, I went just like this. When she was snoring, I just leaned back like this. That's
How
a
about that?
picture.
Joan
Oh,
Jett,
yeah.
Joan Jett gets a
That's
pass.
right, that's right.
That's
You
great.
can snore and drool on my shoulder anytime.
So now, do you do country, just modern, like 50s? What do you do?
Usually, like, the top 40, the old standards. At
So what's your favorite song?
I really enjoy doing the, like I said, the female stuff, like Alanis Morissette, Melissa Etheridge,
So sing us a few.
Sheryl Crow, and
Do a little
you put
quickie.
me on the spot.
Yeah.
Just a couple words.
Come
You don't
on.
have to sing all
I
day.
woke up this morning.
Listen,
I am
I don't
like
care.
hoarse as
You don't know the
one.
rules. People don't say no to me.
Oh, I also love Karen Carpenter.
Okay, so there you
Oh,
go.
with Karen, that's right. Karen.
Let's do it. Come on.
Oh, no, you're not putting me on the spot.
Just a quickie.
That's what he said.
no.
Just a,
Yeah, that's just a quickie.
just a little quickie.
Listen, people do not say no to me. It's not allowed. Tell them.
My God, did not come here to sing. I came here to cook. Here, everybody.
That's it,
Everybody. Take one. Take
I'm
one.
gonna take a few home because I'm not gonna eat it here. I'll make a mess.
No,
And I have
listen.
on dog colors today.
This is what you have to do. You have to tell me you like it, even if you don't. No, but I know you're gonna like it.
Oh, it looks
That's
delicious.
what you get.
You're all right.
Valentina, you have
I'm
to
gonna
try.
have one on the way out.
Come on, come on.
No.
Have a bite.
Oh,
Have a
Max.
bite. Open your mouth. Say, swallow.
Mm.
Okay.
Oh, cinnamon. Yeah, that's good.
Cinnamon is my favorite.
You're all right. You're not bad. I said you're all right.
I'm all right.
You're all right. You're a keeper.
I'm a keeper.
I think
All
you're
right. I'll
What about
stay.
Italian songs?
No.
You don't like that?
I'm not that I don't like Italian songs. I just never really had a chance to, belt out one of those.
Phil used to sing.
I can't sing a note.
And he used, and listen, he used to.
I could dance my butt off, but I can't sing a note.
Well, you could dance, Phil.
He was a male stripper. Yeah, back in the day. He was a male stripper.
Chippendales? Remember Chippendales?
$1 $1
How many dollars did you get, Phil? How many dollars
He
did
was
you
getting
get?
credit cards. He had
I had
credit cards.
to, they didn't have the square back then, but I had the thing that went like that.
So, Phil, what is the name of your company anyway?
It's Phil Verso and Cherry Productions. I started out in 1987 in Las Vegas with a little band called Cherry. And that's how it all.
Cherry.
Yeah.
What a name.
And that's how it all came about. I was just into helping young bands that just starting, getting them on their way, giving them advice, getting them bookings, and it started out with this band Cherry out there, and there was a local radio station that put out an album every year of local bands, and got them into the studio, got them on the album. The album sold in Tower Records at the time.
Remember that?
I remember the
Tower?
time. Yeah, sure I do.
Yeah.
And I was doing that for a while. And they decided to go to LA, and then I decided to move back to New York. And when I moved back, it was like all DJs and everything. So like the live music scene kind of died down, and now it's all back again. It's,
Yeah.
it's
So
all
great.
people our age that are going out and filling these venues, and
I'm like 24
have,
years old, so I don't.
yeah,
Great.
yeah.
It's really nice. It's just like,
So,
it's nice.
I got back into it, and then I met Greg a few years back when he had his other location, and one night I'm out and I see him and I'm like, "What are you doing here?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm checking out bands and this and that." I said, "For your bar?" I said, "You can't fit a band in there." So he goes, "No, I got a new place." I said, "Oh, well, you want bands? I'll get you bands."
That was it.
And that was it. That's how we started working with each other, and
Awesome.
It's history.
it's been great. I mean, it's been hit and miss here and there, and then we finally started getting a following, and people started coming and started getting bigger, better bands here, and then got shut down
Well,
with the
COVID,
virus.
The
yeah.
virus, so.
And then he saw an opportunity. We both saw an opportunity to use the outdoors of the venue, and he took it from there.
And it's
He
beautiful on the weekend.
just had a vision and just took it from there, and it's been working out so far all summer. And
Now, what
you know,
kind of food do you serve here?
Okay. Very simple finger foods. Because
Finger
I'm not
foods,
going to go
okay.
back. Now, listen, the truth is, I can cook anything you want, but it's bad enough I'm in the kitchen now.
Yeah, it's tough.
And everybody's out there, everybody's running, so just making simple things. with
Simple,
your,
yes.
Your fried foods, your whatever.
Right.
It's just, would I like to do that? Yeah, but this is more of a,
It's a
you know,
it's a nice kind of
it's not
casual.
a
The bar,
restaurant.
the bar.
Yeah,
It's
it's not a restaurant; it's a club.
You know, it's a
so,
club.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a
it's
club, you know what I mean?
absolutely
But all the parties, whenever we have parties, that's a different story.
Yeah,
you bring
So
some
parties,
great
now you
food.
have everything,
All kinds
You
of
know,
hot food, all kinds
you know,
of
so when are you ready to come cook?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, when you want me.
Okay, all right. Remember you
We,
said that.
when you say yes, we
Okay.
take you up on it.
That's right.
So now, what's your website?
You just gotta pay me. No.
That's it.
Well, that's
I don't
what
wanna do
everybody
it for
wants.
free.
What's your website? How do people reach you? How do they watch you?
So you can watch me on, I'm on several different platforms. The main platform is my YouTube channel. It's at The Recipe Therapist. You just, go on, do the search, The Recipe Therapist, and my channel will show up. I have 89 videos that I filmed in almost 2
Congrats.
years.
That's great.
I'm also on Instagram at The Recipe Therapist. I'm on Facebook. You can go on my personal page, Celine Felico Calvagna, which I share a lot of my videos and links to other videos and recipes. And I'm trying to think. Oh, I have a website, www.therecipetherapist@gmail.com.
That's great.
And yeah, so that's it.
So if I wanted to hire you to do a dinner at my house, what happens? You buy the food, I buy the food. You make the meal. Do I just rest and
no,
She'll just order the food for you.
I do the cooking, and I would bring it to you. Or,
So you bring the food and everything.
or I could, prepare the food at your place and
Right.
serve it, But, my family is in the restaurant, Flico's Italian Eatery and Catering, so, I work in conjunction with my brothers and stuff. I'm actually talking about possibly even selling for the holidays, some cakes and pies and stuff
Nice.
through the restaurant, because we're a full-fledged catering
That's a great
facility. We're licensed to do that.
That's terrific.
But I really enjoy helping people in the kitchen. It's a great passion of mine. I love to connect with all of you. So
Well, I have to tell you one thing. Before we can help you, I have to taste everything.
you can taste everything. From what my slogan is good looking and good cooking. Like.
Woo! I like that.
And it's like the food has to look just as good as it tastes, and
Exactly.
and I always say that to whoever I serve to. I was like, does it taste as good as it looks? And they're like,
Right.
Celine, hands down.
Well, I gotta tell you, sometimes things don't look so great.
And make it taste
Look,
good.
in the Marine Corps, we have what they call MREs, meals ready to eat. And so, take a hamburger, dehydrate it, take out all the water so it's like a cracker. That's what it is. Okay, so it's sealed and it'll last 7,000 years. Now, you're eating those things like 3 times a day. And so when they give it to you, you open it up and you take your helmet off, you take the steel cap, you put a little water in there, and then you take your napkin, you fold out your napkin, they give you a little Tabasco sauce. So you sit here and it's like a blown out meal that you're making. And meanwhile, you take this cracker, which is a burger, and you put it in the water, and it just kind of inflates. So that's like a filet mignon to us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I gotta tell you, when you're really hungry, I don't want to say when you're really hungry, but it doesn't look that appetizing.
But
But I gotta tell you, when you're hungry, it tastes good.
it tastes
Exactly.
real good.
It tastes good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It tastes really good, So, but I've seen things. Well, one thing I didn't like. My mother one time. Now she likes to try everything, and Julia Child was her favorite.
Oh,
Back in the day. That's
Great
bringing back some
movie.
She's
memories.
like a
So,
revelation.
Yeah.
and my mother, one day, we're all sitting at the table, and she just brings this platter, boom, puts it down there, and you know how when you're giving a dog something, and the dog doesn't know what to do, and he looks at you like this,
Turning
looks
the
at you
head.
like this. Yeah. So myself, my 2 brothers, and my grandmother, and my dad, and we're all looking at this like and what was it? It was tongue, cow tongue. Okay?
Yeah.
Now,
Oh,
mind
my
you,
goodness.
we're looking at it and I'm going, that doesn't look like a regular piece of meat to me, Mom. And she goes, it's beef. You're going to eat it. I said, Mom, I can't do it. I just can't. And then all of a sudden, then she'd slice it up, whatever it is. And I'm like, Mom, I can't do it. And my father would say, if you don't eat, you don't get up from the table.
Well,
and
that's
of course,
the
and of
typical-
course,
Old school days,
and
right?
of
Old
course,
school
you know
days.
what? Yeah, I woke up in the morning time with the tongue all stuck to my face like this. Because I couldn't get up. But I have to tell you now, I've had sandwiches in the past where a friend of mine gave me a sandwich from Katz Deli in the city.
Oh, I love cats.
And he gave me a sandwich, and it was a tongue, but it's so thin, slicely,
And like
slicely very thin.
Yeah.
And I then he put whatever it is, and I ate it, and I was like, that wasn't really bad, but I said, what was it? He was like, tongue. Now, it isn't something that I would want to do, or tripe. To me, I'm looking at tripe. I don't care how you make it. I've had it the Italian way, the Spanish way, Greek way, American way. It's chewy, and I'm just not into that.
Well, a lot of people aren't into that.
Yeah, no, I have plenty of friends that love that.
Oh
The
yeah,
old
I have
fashioned.
You know what I
bunch
mean?
of friends. My brother,
Yeah,
my
see,
brother
look.
loves it.
Yeah, see?
And then what's the other one? I forget.
Capicella, Lamb
Capicella. There you go.
Sandwich.
It's my
Yeah.
grandfather and some.
the
my
eyes.
uncle- Yeah.
Well, listen, those are the old
Good
school
try.
Italians, like
Yeah.
she said. I wanted to mention today that Helen Reddy, that's a legend. Her song,
She
I
passed
Am
away?
Woman, she passed
Yeah.
away at 78.
Oh.
And Matt Davis, I loved him, country music singer. He passed away at 78 too.
Wow.
Look
Two
at that
legends.
Look at that set of hair.
Look at him, he's so cute.
So cute.
So cute, really cute. So, you know, to those two great performers
Absolutely.
who always kept me moving.
Hey, You Entertainment is a karaoke DJ entertainment company. And I have to tell you, Charles and Leslie, they're wonderful. I love you guys. Thank you so much for everything you do. And I want to wish you a happy birthday, even though it's tomorrow, Leslie. So I wish you a happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Leslie.
Happy birthday, sweetheart. Okay,
She's a
you got a
sweetheart.
great husband, former Marine. He's the best thing, and you should praise him and kiss his feet and just worship him and
Great
feed him.
Praise him. Bow down, bow
Yeah,
down.
They're a great couple too. They dance
they're
great.
great.
A lot of fun. And
No,
guess
they really
what?
are. They're great.
Guess what's coming up? I will be doing it.
What's
Walk and Wag.
Walking
Oh.
A walk and a wag show
What are
for
you
the
talking
North Shore Animal League.
Oh, okay.
Look at
Bring it
this.
to us.
Walk and wag. If you like animals, okay?
I love it.
All right, they're going to be walking and wagging the dogs, and the ladies and the
Okay,
men
but-
will be wagging with the dogs and everything.
Now, when is that?
I'm
It's-
not, wait.
it's on
You would be
Halloween.
wagging-
Oh.
Oh, a Halloween thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
But it's going to be virtual, but they're going to be doing it from their home, like doing some kind of crazy stuff with the dogs and the cats. It's kind of cute.
Wow.
Walk and wag. I liked it.
I like that.
So you're gonna walk away?
No,
Okay, there
I
you
don't
go.
like dogs. I'm
There
gonna
you
go.
go.
You don't
I
like-
like dogs,
You
but
don't
I
like a lot of
can't
things.
deal with dogs.
Oh.
I can't deal with dogs. My daughter has a dog. They give it Valium when I come.
No.
No, they do. They
He's gotta
give it
deal with you,
because I'm afraid of them.
Oh.
So they give the dog Valium when I come,
and this is what she does.
and I.
She squeezes it.
On a serious note, 1-800-Flowers is hiring 1,000 people on Long Island.
Is that right?
Go to the website. Whoever needs a job, it's a good company with great benefits.
How do you know?
I went there once for a job.
Did you
I
work-
wanted
did
it. I didn't get it.
All right, so how do you know that's
The
good
benefits
benefits?
because they give you the whole package when you interview. I didn't get the job, but
She
they're
got-
hiring.
She got the whole package, Greg.
Yeah, 1,000
Yes, she
people.
did.
And
Oh,
these
yes, she
1,000,
did.
no, the 1,000
Got a
people.
lot of flowers for it too.
The 1,000 people to work from home, which is really great.
Oh, is that right?
Yes. So, and they need that help because I've called for flowers once in a while, and you know it's hard to understand sometimes. You know, on the other end. But anyway, if anyone wants to work from home, call 100. Go to the website 1-800-Flowers. They're hiring 1,000 people.
Randy
good
Scott and
news.
Patricia.
That's great news.
Randy Scott
Randy
and
Scott.
Patricia. That's
That's it.
Patricia Bellissimo.
Randy.
Randy, how are you, buddy?
Patricia.
Semper Fi, another one, Semper Fi. That's my Marine friend.
I know.
That's right.
Randy's a dog.
And Worship the Ground, he walks on
I'll
too
send you
there,
some
right?
Danish guys.
All right?
They are a great couple.
Remember.
They're in Maine right now, Vermont.
And they're gonna have children, and they're gonna name, if they have a boy, it's gonna be named Gregory, and if it's a girl, it's Gregoria. I
Gregory.
love those two.
It's going to be Valentina. Yes, it is.
Sorry.
No, they're great people.
Yeah, they are, they're really nice.
They're in love, and they're doing some great things, and I'm so happy for them. And she happens to be her neighbor.
Yes. Hi,
That's
Patricia.
right.
And that's how I met this lovely woman many, many years ago.
Celine,
Yes.
here's your coaster, please.
Oh.
See
Thank you,
that?
Celine.
I'm getting in trouble already.
There you go.
I'm teasing.
That's all right. I'm just gonna make him a lasagna. He'll be fine.
Oh, forget
There
it.
you go. Then I'll forgive
Lasagna?
you. Then I'll forgive you. All right? Then I'll forgive you.
And then one other thing, honey. I met the manager today.
Makes things better.
Randy goes, shop is closed.
No mas. No mas.
No mas, that's it.
Guess where I was today? Cherry Valley Marketplace.
Oh, you went over there? Did you
Oh,
see?
Valley,
I
yeah.
told you how beautiful it was. You didn't believe it?
Gorgeous. I met
This
the
is the
manager.
who? Fred?
Cute.
Yeah, of
So
course.
sweet.
I know. Yeah.
No,
They're all
but
cute.
let me tell you something. They have cappuccino machines.
They have everything there.
They have flowers.
And I gotta tell you, it's not a normal. Yeah, he's coming on.
Now where is
It's
this?
right down the road.
Right here.
Right. And when I tell you, you
It's
walk in there, big
fresh.
chandelier, and you're like, well, where are you? And everyone is so friendly. Everyone is so
shocked.
I
nice.
like that.
It's the
Yeah.
first time I've been there. So of course we had a nice conversation. He's
Of
very
course you
interested.
did. Of course
And
you
he's a
did.
sweetheart. I told him his mother taught him well.
That's
Because
right.
if that store is that clean
Yeah.
and it's that organized,
Yeah, it is. It really
he was
is.
raised very well. I was
That's for
shocked.
sure. That's for sure. Gentlemen, who do we have this week?
This weekend we have a band called the Mute Kings. Jerry,
Oh, my
Jerry
Jerry
Ferretti,
Ferretti,
yes.
that's my
There
friend.
There we go.
Jerry,
Jerry
yeah.
Ferretti.
Everything from the 50s to the
Oh.
My
70s. A lot of Beatles, and he does an incredible Elvis.
Oh,
So
wait.
yeah, that's going to be good.
I'm going to be having
She's in
a
heat on
orgasm
television.
when I watch
Look at
it.
her.
I
She
love
loves
it.
I love Elvis.
And then we have
He can't
on-
get enough of that. Forget it.
And then on Sunday we have original flashback, which
Nice
Yeah,
weekend.
very
yeah,
good, yeah, very
another
good.
good,
And
good
tonight you
weekend.
have karaoke,
Eleanor,
Yeah.
7 o'clock. No?
Eleanor. Happy birthday. I
Happy
almost
birthday,
forgot.
Eleanor.
I forgot.
Happy birthday, Eleanor.
Eleanor, she turned, I think, 35.
Baby.
And now you want, listen, that woman, she could, I mean, I've seen her food. At least I've tried your food. And it's very good so far. And she's constantly posting. And meanwhile, I am a little upset because look, I ask everybody.
He always wants
I don't need you to make something specifically for me, but if you do make something, just save a little. I just want to try it. That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
I'm a picker, you know, and I love to pick. So everybody that's part of their job description that's here, that everyone that does work here or participates or comes here,
Or they're the girlfriends.
that's it. Yeah, and you know what? And that's it. And it's like I'm always, you know,
Everybody gets
the
a
first
little
thing they're like, yeah, I can bartend. Can you cook? You know, so,
Can
you know,
you cook? Yeah.
that's it.
Oh, that was the funniest thing is I saw somebody posted one day. It said on Facebook, it was like, you know, men always ask me, "Can you cook?" And the girl said, "Well, can you build a house?" And I wrote, "Yes."
Yes.
Yes, you can.
Well, now at my age, they ask,
That's
do
a
you
good
have
one.
Social Security?
Oh, yeah, right.
How much a month do you get? And that's what people ask now when you're older.
Oh yeah, when I was still working, it's like, "Oh, he's essential."
And
He's a keeper.
if he's a company
Oh, gosh.
soldier,
Yeah.
that's like the best because they have the greatest retirement. So, but it's funny how the different ages.
Yeah,
Different
we're
things.
different.
Yeah.
Yep.
But now they have a new
Ask
dating
everyone.
thing. Have you heard about it?
What's
It's
that?
called ZOOSK, and it's on Facebook.
Oh, wait. C-O.
Zeus.
Oh, Zeus.
Zeus.
But you do it on Facebook.
So it's a dating site on
Facebook, so you're not even paying. It's very strange. I just saw
Well,
it.
they
know, I
have,
don't-
listen,
I don't
there's-
think I'll need those things.
listen, you know what? There's 50 billion dating sites. Everybody can go on that. You don't pay, you pay whatever it is.
Yeah.
And you know what? I just turn around and I say, when people date, and now I live my life through all my friends, all right? And I sit there and I watch where, like, the guys, whenever they, like, I always say to them, why don't you just FaceTime them? Most women don't want to FaceTime you know, because you really don't look like the picture you're posting.
Right.
Well,
Or
that's
whatever.
true.
it is.
Look
You know,
at
but
those
yeah,
different-
honestly.
Now the Photoshops today, so-
Everybody's got a filter. You know, you turned around and there was a friend of mine, you know, she showed me a picture, you know, and I was like, that's not you. I said, what are you kidding me? You know, it was like, it looked like a high school picture. You know, and she was like 90. You know?
Hey, there's a lot of those women that say there's 40 and then 80. And a
Oh,
lot of
God.
things happen on the internet.
It's crazy.
Then when they meet, there's a big problem. It didn't happen to me yet.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
To say the least.
No, but she used to go on a few of the dating sites.
Yeah, I used to, but my daughter shut him down.
Really?
Yeah.
Why'd she shut him down
She's
for?
like, what are you doing? Mom, you shouldn't be on there.
Oh my God.
That's my
Really?
daughter.
She swipes to the right, to the right, to the right, to the right. This is cute, this is cute, this is cute. Yeah.
I
She
don't
she didn't even know there was a left side.
I don't even know what this stuff means. Like,
Oh yeah.
I'm very old fashioned.
Yeah, that's right. Just one drink and you got me.
That's
That's it.
I have to,
You get
since
one
I'm-
Manhattan and I'm
since
yours.
I'm going out tonight, I want to stick with this. What's it called?
Okay. No, it's Greg. It's Greg's.
Oh, well, I can't tell
One
them.
of
No, you can tell them. No,
It's
no,
the-
you
it's
just
the
tell them.
Gregory drink.
Yeah, it's a G drink. No, it's just all it is triple sec, spice rum, pineapple, and I'll give you the recipe. Stop.
I'm
Very
writing it
good.
down.
Give me a recipe.
Triple sack, pineapple, and what else?
You forgot the main thing, spice rum.
Spice rum. That's what I'm having tonight.
That's it.
Okay, because I
I
never
told
had
you.
it.
We're gonna see who the lucky man is tonight after this one. Greg, I don't know how I got home, but I had a blast.
My car was still in the parking lot. I don't know what happened.
I know. I don't even know where my car is.
It's happened. It does. I
It
have
is.
gotten
I'm
my
telling you.
car and left my car places.
Yeah.
Because I don't
Yeah.
believe in driving and
Yeah.
drinking. They know.
No, not at all.
Never,
It's gonna
ever.
be like beds over here, you know?
Yeah.
Nice
I made them
warm
really-
couches.
I'm telling
Murphy,
you.
like a Murphy
This is
bed.
That's
very
it.
nice.
That's it.
Do these pull out?
Yeah, they all pull out.
They could. What the hell?
Look. After two of those drinks,
That
you
would
can
be a
pull out.
great
I
idea,
just,
Greg. Make
I
it
just
happen,
would be able
huh?
to get up.
Oh, you don't need to get up. Don't worry.
Listen, guys, this is all in good fun. I am
Yes.
none. I am a
Yes.
Catholic woman.
She was a hoochie back in the day. Don't let her fall.
Oh.
Back in the day.
Never.
She had a thick black book, not a little.
Not
See, that's what
me.
you say,
Jerry
little.
had the black book,
Jerry,
not me.
Jerry, I love you, honey. I miss you, and everything's gonna be okay.
Yes.
You have to remember that everything's gonna be okay.
Of course.
You know, and I'm always yelling at her. And I love you,
What
Rose.
was that? Let's hear it.
Oh, look, she even said you're very talented. See, look, Randy even goes. You're
Randy
very
says,
good.
you
You're very.
should sing.
Come on.
Yeah, everybody's
Just,
like-
let's end it with a little,
Just a
just a
little
teeny.
uplift. There we go.
It's gonna be okay.
Wow. Look at
Nice. Next time
I
you,
was sweet, boys.
next time you sing it, all right?
Wow,
Will you
she
come
sings,
down?
she cooks.
Sing.
Okay, we'll just say sings and
She's
she
beautiful.
cooks.
She's got a
No,
great, straight, gorgeous
Okay.
clothes.
Oh my
Great
gosh.
shoes.
All right, I'm coming back here tomorrow night.
Oh, they can build you up.
But I gotta tell you, the poor woman, I felt really, really bad.
Should I
She's
show?
got a, yeah, you can show, good. You can
Look
lift it
at
like
this
that.
poor
got the
thing.
boot.
Pick it up.
You can lift
She's
it
got
up.
the
She's got the
boot.
big bad boot.
I broke my foot.
Oh.
But she still came.
But I
That
came.
means a
I'm a
lot.
trooper. I'm a trooper.
She is.
Okay,
And
you are a trooper.
again, thanks, Patricia. You're a doll.
Look,
Yes,
everybody
thank
said
you,
beautiful,
Patricia.
but look, very talented, beautiful voice. Look at that, 2 seconds and you already got
Wow.
beautiful voice.
Oh,
See
did I tell you
that?
that I loved you today?
Well, we love you too.
We definitely love you.
I love all of you,
This
all of you.
This food is like amazing.
Well, that's not going anywhere. You'll get the
I'm
Yes,
taking a
everybody's
little
gonna
bit.
plate.
I'll
No,
take 3 little ones.
No, you don't. Take one. I'll cut
Make
it
sure you
three.
grab one with the jelly like hanging out.
Yeah, I like jam, so that'll be nice. That'll be nice. But you know, it's been a great show,
Thank you.
and you look sort of snazzy with your new hairdo.
I've had this hairdo. I don't even
No,
know how
but it's-
freaking long.
it
You know what? I
goes
love
up
this.
and down.
Every day. Well, up and down. Yeah, it goes up
Look,
and down.
it gets
When it's
short.
right, it goes up and
The
down.
way you-
For the right reason.
No, the way you comb it sometimes is different. It looks nice today. But you didn't say nothing about my hair. My hair looks nice
Your hair
today.
looks beautiful. I love you.
I just got it colored.
It
Thanks
looks
to
Did you
Rosa.
really?
beautiful. You look beautiful,
Yeah,
Valentine.
Rosa.
She looks
I love
marvelous.
this
Look at the
necklace.
cleavage on that. Look at
She-
that.
she
Look
I'm
at that.
going out
Oh my
today.
God.
Look at that. You know what?
I look
Listen,
like a pumpkin
I'm
today.
telling
you
you,
know?
no, you look beautiful. But look at this. Look.
She's
I
always
swear,
dressed.
I turn around. Look, she pulls up in the car.
She's always
And I
dressed
turn
to
her.
kill.
No,
Yeah.
always. Look, one thing
She
I
doesn't
say-
go out without being dressed.
Listen, she
No.
never leaves her lips
And
home.
if anybody
Yeah.
sees
That's
me
it, you know?
undressed, I'm like, forget it.
And I turned around, all of a sudden, I
That's
had to
good.
see her in the car, and she had to give me some paperwork. All of a sudden, she pulls up in the car, and she leans over, and the cleavage came out. I was like, where the hell are you going looking like that? Oh, I just have to go see a friend.
Oh, a fun.
A friend, there you go. And then she came back super happy. I'm sorry.
No
She came back
cursing.
happy. I was like, I said, you want me to help you with anything? She goes, no, I'm fine. I was like, all right.
Only your
And it
hairdresser
wasn't-
knows.
Yeah, okay.
That's the way it is. Hairdressers know
Yeah, I
everything.
bet they do.
People tell them everything.
Yeah, I know.
It's like
That's
a
true.
bartender.
Like bartenders.
So you
Yeah,
want to talk
sure.
about your book?
No,
No,
my
everybody
book,
knows that
everybody
book.
knows. I talk about it every
Everybody
now and then.
knows, okay.
But my book is great. It's doing well, and with the COVID, believe it or not, it's getting a lot of attention because
That's good.
if anyone's in a bad mood,
That's
go
it.
to Amazon, buy it From Fire to Freedom. You're gonna laugh your ass
That's
off,
right, that's right.
and you're gonna.
So when is your book
realize-
going to come out?
Well, we're in the very beginning phases of it. You know, we're just collecting all the recipes, talking with a publisher. and,
Good.
You know,
That's great.
so we'll
So
let you know.
everything
Though. We'll
has
come
to
back
be.
on the show.
I was going to say. So,
Absolutely.
so when the show,
We'll-
so
we'll-
will it gradually, but wait, the whole table will have a beautiful setup.
Of food.
That's it.
I'll set the
Yeah.
table. I'll do a
That's
nice
it.
table
That's right.
stage.
That's
We'll
right.
do some appetizers.
And the
some-
show will just be you and I. No one's invited.
No.
That's
Well, if
right.
we're invited, he has
Well,
like
everyone can sit-
Tupperwares, and he confiscates the food, and you can't find it.
No, I'm a Ziploc guy. I like everything in a Ziploc. I like
Yeah,
it all. I
Ziplocs
like
are
to be
good.
bagged.
Bagged.
Forget it. You came out wrong. The food I put in
Yeah.
Ziploc. It's just easier.
No, it is.
You know what I
I
mean?
use
Anyway, guys, I have to say thank you so much, Phil.
Wow.
Phil, you know how much I love you. I
Thank
don't
you.
have to tell you that.
It's,
So
it's been a pleasure working
Phil,
with
listen,
you.
you need to talk more. You're not talking enough.
No.
Phil, what are you crazy?
You don't shut up usually.
See, look.
Nice guy. I was talking. And,
No, you're good. You're good.
Look at him.
and then he was interested in the food more than talking.
See?
to me, so-
I gotta tell you, it tastes really good too,
First
though.
one's the food, then you're gorgeous. Third,
Oh,
you're fine, and you sing. So that's it.
Sorry you lost.
Oh my God.
Sorry you lost.
You know, it's like when, you know your friends.
Your second Phil?
Yeah.
anyway, guys.
Listen, Phil gets to take half the
Are you-
cheesesteak myself, okay?
Oh, good for you.
Phil weighs like 6 pounds. If he takes an hour,
Phil,
he has
you
a
need to eat
fucking
those.
stomach.
Phil will take a half a day to eat
Are you
that.
kidding me?
Half a day.
Yeah, Phil, you gotta.
I eat a lot.
Do you
I
really?
never see
Oh
you eat.
yeah, I eat a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll put down a whole pie by
You
myself.
one of those with the fast metabolism,
Yeah,
you can eat
well,
anything,
yeah,
like 8
He's
people like
lucky.
you.
He's very lucky.
So guys, I want to thank you so much for coming on the show. Really appreciate it. I want to thank our viewers, and I want to thank a couple of sponsors. Tranquility Spa, 700 Franklin Avenue. It's a great place. It's a must-go place. You definitely have to go check it out. They really do give the best massage, foot
And
massage. Yeah, and they're not expensive at all, and they have a beautiful salt cave, and you guys
the
really
salt
have to try
cave.
that one day.
Yes.
Love the salt
And
cave.
then we have Oral Puro. That's Teddy. Teddy, you know how much we love you. We don't even have to say anymore. Then
Francis is coming back.
Dominic, I met your beautiful wife. She's a sweetheart,
Oh.
and I'm mad that you didn't come, and that's okay. I forgive
Yeah,
you.
she's a
All right?
beauty.
And what was her friend's name? Or the other one? I forgot. I don't
forgot her
know.
name.
But
They were
she
two
was
beautiful
very
girls.
sweet. She was very sweet too. So shout out to the one with the black hair. Okay.
Yeah, Vinny and
And then
Charlie.
was it?
Vinny and Charlie from
No, not Charlie.
Cerritos.
Oh, okay. Was that her name was Charlie?
No, Vinny and
Oh,
Charlie
okay.
from Cerritos.
Yeah, Chorizo's restaurant, you have to really come check it out. I mean, their food, they really, really, really know how to.
And
really
there's
make it
another
good.
singing night coming up, and
Is there?
everybody get 20% off
That's right. When you
dinner.
mention Breakfast
When you
Club.
come with the Breakfast Club, you get,
That's
you
right.
get a deal.
Love
And
the
at Rivers-
Breakfast Club.
And at Rivers Cafe, when I tell you in comparison to Starbucks or all that, it's garbage. It's really garbage in comparison to them. These
Coffee's
guys, their
great.
coffee is outrageous. And when you drive up the block, you can smell it.
And they ship
really
it.
is.
So
That's
if you
it, they're
have
shipping.
Christmas gifts, they could ship your coffee. It comes in a beautiful little box. They're very
That's
sweet.
right, that's right.
Abigail and Gilberto, we love you. I'm going to come in and get my
And,
coffee.
and every time I see Gil's like, I mean, I tease him, Gil's like 2 feet tall.
Yeah, he's little.
Well, in comparison to me, so a lot of times I just want to carry him in my pocket and walk around with him. And then we have QS2 training and consulting. Everybody has to learn how to do CPR and things like that because you never know when you're going to need it or when you're going to have to use it. And especially if you eat something and you choke.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know, I'm not on that. I just said, you know.
And my
Her
sister,
cooking.
Liz Box, she just wrote a book.
Did
It's
she write a book?
Oh, wow.
3-year-olds to 7-year-olds,
Oh.
how to survive COVID as a child.
Oh.
And it's a very sweet little book, and you will understand, your children will understand it because it's very child friendly.
That's awesome.
That's right.
So,
So guys, I want to say thank you for coming on the show.
great show.
Well, I'd like to thank you for having me on the show. I really.
We're happy to have you
I
again.
was so happy that you contacted me.
Yeah.
Patricia, thank you. Thumbs up for Patricia.
Patricia.
Love you.
That's it,
love
Patrice.
you.
That's
I
right.
had
And
a
Randy,
blast
Semper
and,
Fi, Semper Fi, Randy.
God bless you all. It was all
That's it.
awesome. Awesome.
Nice
All
to
right,
have
guys.
you.
So thanks again,
Phil,
and it's a.
thanks. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.